to another episode of Cube World. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. Hope everyone is enjoying themselves. It is the middle of the week, and we are back at the farm. This is where we left off. I was bound and determined that I was going to be able to find my way onto that roof, so I decided I was going to climb said little hill back there and hang glide my way over to this little dude and see if he has anything. Yeah. What do you want? How can I help you, man? I don't have the freaking key. You don't. There's nothing around here to kill for you, man. There's literally nothing here. Unless it's these. I can't see it being these. They're gold mosquitoes, and you are the white farm. There is nothing here. Wally, you broke your damn game again. What's this? This is the damn key. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. I suck on every level. We're gonna go climb it. We're gonna go climb a mountain again. Hey, jerk! Why do you have to sit on top of your roof, jerk? And it's not gonna do me any good. It literally does me zero good to accomplish this, other than that I have that insatiable need to make sure that I complete things when I have the opportunity to. Because if I don't, then I'll forget about it, and then I'll be just like, oh, I should have gone and done that. And I'm like, doing things. So, yeah. It has been so long since I recorded my last episode. I like the fact that I'm back doing Cube World. And as you probably may have guessed, I've kind of, doing things a little different. Taking a little bit of a different stance this week. Playing a lot of story-based games on the channel as of late. Cyberpunk, as you guys know, I am a fan of. I know a lot of people are having issues playing the game, or they don't like, the storyline and whatnot, and that's fine. I'm going to continue playing it myself. I will be recording it and putting it on the channel when I have the need to do so. It's not going to be a guarantee for when it will be. It'll be on the channel, that's for sure. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I forgot how to let go. Bam! So, Teardown, I did that yesterday, and I had a lot of fun with it. Goofy little voxel game. Anybody that knows me knows how much I enjoy playing goofy little games, and I have not been as, enamored by some of the games as of late. So I decided just to kind of go on Steam's winter sale, and I grabbed myself a couple little titles just to see what they were like. So I'm going to be making, appearances on the channel over the course of the next couple of days. A Phoenix Rising, I'm enjoying that game too, so that will still be here. What I might do is to edit some of these down, do some recordings and edit them, making them shorter to see. I mean, we'll just see. I don't really have as much to say all the time as I usually did. Again, I have been so tired. And, it's hard to maintain and keep up banter all the time. When you don't have tons of things happening, when you sit in the same four walls every day and you try to stay away from news and stuff, there's not a whole lot to talk about these days. There's nothing really super interesting in life for me at the moment. So, and not complaining. I'd much rather have a boring life than, be in trouble, and I'm fine with that. Yeah, these guys are gold. I'm not going to fart with them. It's been interesting, though. As I've mentioned in the past, I've had some folks in my history and my past reach out. People that I got, disconnected from, that were no longer friends on Facebook or whatnot, and then we've reached out and reconnected, or people that I knew in my past that, have found me and stuff. And of all the things that has happened, this year, I would say without any fear that I'm very thankful that I've, reconnected with a bunch of my old friends. It's not easy to, in this day and age right now, it's not great. Anybody that, living right now knows, tell me a fucking story I don't know of it. It's, a lot of folks are thinking back, thinking people that they, haven't connected with, and I don't spend tons of time on my social media. It's not my thing. I don't really care much for it. like my Facebook is just there as a tool that I used to use for when I was a DJ. And, you know, it was, I connected with a lot of folks when I was bartending and DJing and stuff. So these are all people that I knew mostly from Toronto. You know, when I moved back to Canada, I used it in places that I worked. You know, it was like, hey, I've got this thing, might as well use it. So, you know, so I've gathered a collection of friends from, you know, all over North America, basically. And then, you know, when there's purges and things, or you might say something, somebody just says that, I don't need this person in my life anymore, and then, you know, and then you delete them. That happens, you know. So, you know, some folks are reconnecting, or, you know, the Facebook purge and shuffle. I've lost some friends that I'm like, I don't know, I didn't disconnect, and they're like, I didn't disconnect from you. So, you know, it happens. Not the end of the world, don't care. But yeah, it's just been kind of nice. You know, I had one friend that I haven't seen in quite a while reach out, and we were not terribly close. You know, more like, you know, general acquaintances. You know, she was came to the club that I worked at and stuff, and you know, she moved on, and you know, memorable person, you know, and we, you know, both remembered each other. And she does content creation stuff too. So she just recently moved, and we reconnected. It was nice little chat. Like I said, it's been an interesting year for reconnecting with some old friends and things, and I'm absolutely digging it. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do, obviously. Giant camel. What color are you? You're doable. You may be a pain in the ass, but you're quasi doable. Get him, farty butt. Wreck his day. Delightful. So yeah, this is the last recorded episode of Cube World this week. Hooray! We'll be doing live stream on Friday. You know, hopefully. That's the intention. As I've mentioned, I've got the new computer bits. Everything is here. I have not done squat with any of it yet. Contemplating recording some of the build process, you know, making myself a little montage type of thing. Might as well. I mean, I've got the gear, might as well take advantage of it and show off what I'm building, and, you know, try my hand at making one of those types of videos. Never done it, per se. So, and it's not something that I don't want to do. It's something I've wanted to do. So, you know, and I've got all the lighting and everything that I could possibly want. So I'm like, yeah, sure, might as well. You know, pull the Band-Aid off, Rivet. You never know what you're going to figure out, you know. Where are we at? There's this here. Yeah, might as well. So, yeah, that might happen on Friday. I might just, you know, get up in the morning and record. Or I might do it tomorrow. Or Thursday. Or Wednesday or Thursday I may try to record some of it as well. Don't know. Because most of the time I just have time after work, right? And which is late in the evening, so. And, you know, by the time I get done having dinner and, you know, unwinding a little bit, it's 10:30. Like, even right now, it's almost 11 o'clock at night. I still have to get this done and, you know, get myself to bed and do a bunch of my other stuff. And it's just like the day just seems to get away from me all the time now. Even though I'm not doing anything, which is really weird. Like this morning, I got up and did some stuff, and it was just meh. It was really just a meh day. This morning, I was intending to go out and do some shopping and things. Oh God, how are you taking? Okay, delightful. Get a farty butt. We did it, my friend. Yeah, so my intention this morning was to go out and get some groceries, and then I woke up just tired. And this is, again, it is the season. I tend to get really tired during the days now. When the days are short, I usually end up wanting just to sleep a lot more. And plus, with everything going on in the world, it's like, you know, talk to Tharmer time. You're like, hey, I'm taking more naps than ever before. And he's like, yep. And a lot of my friends are. I think it's just like almost a full year of dealing with this as, you know, wore all of us out. You know, I'm sure everybody is tired of this. But, you know, this is our life that we have now, and if we want to maintain our health, we have to change things. So, and I'm not about to go back to my old ways to say anything. I mean, I've seen too many things. I've known people that have been affected by it, you know, and that have, you know, caught this, and the ramifications of it. And again, I'm older. I'm 53 or 52. Keep on saying I'm 53. I'm not. I'm not 53 until next year in July. But yeah, I mean, I just want to be careful and conscientious, and like even my health is not the best on good days. Where are we going here? I'm just seeing let's go to the village here. But I mean, I'm not in super poor health, but I could always be in better health. I think that's the thing. Okay, we are beds over here. There's a lot of dudes around here. Let's talk to everybody. There were so many people that was right around here. Hey, where are you guys off to? There we go. That's all of them to talk to. Nothing I got out of it. There we go. Ta-da! It's daytime. See if I'd missed anything over here. Because, I mean, we haven't done tons. Okay. There's that was there. Okay. So there's another one here. Okay, this is delightful. I mean, it's right there. Might as well climb up it and see what it is. I mean, I shouldn't be super nervous and afraid of it. You know, it could be something easy. It could be something horrifying. Do I have... Yeah. Perfect. We are fully set up. It's going to be one hell of a place to climb. No wonder I stay away from it. Dear God. I'm going to look for an easier way to get up there. Sometimes these have the rings that go around them. Other times not. But, this shouldn't be too bad. No, this is not. It's not. I need something just hop, skip, and a jump, not a climb, jump, climb, jump, climb, jump. That just takes freaking forever. Yeah, so it's funny. I mean, I'm super excited to get the new computer built, and I got a key last night get sent to me for Far Cry 6, which isn't due out until sometime maybe in February, and the promotion will end, I think, the end of the month. So I think it's like in a couple days. They were, you know, they're always going to have promotions. Like it's like when doesn't these companies have a promo for something that's going on? So, oh Jesus, why am I having the worst fucking luck? Okay. Okay. We'll just sit here. It gets better. I swear it does. Oh, Jesus. Farty Butt, can you give me a ride? Yes, son of a bitch. Yeah, they get shorter here in just a second. Yeah, I'm actually, like, really excited to do the build. You know, it's something I've been wanting to do all summer long. I went back. I started buying parts for this in September. You know, in the planning stages of what I'm going to be building for myself, and I've made some really good decisions. You know, going back over some of the parts and things, and I did decent stuff that'll be decently upgradable down the road. You know, the only thing that I could really possibly need to upgrade at this point, and not immediate, is the video card, which is good probably for another year, and the CPU, which again probably good for another year, maybe two. We'll see. I'm going to wait and decide what the next generation comes up with, and I think that's always a safe bet. You always want to take a look at upgrading 2 generations instead of 1, which I ended up doing, going up 1 generation, which is stupid of me, but it was such a marked improvement. Ooh, this is bad. This is bad. I'm just looking here because if I could find any free loot, I'm taking advantage of it. I mean, this would be good drops, but there's no way we can take this on. Where is Farty Butt? Thank you. I was going to look in all these to see if there's anything here. Nothing. Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with them. Purple? I'm what? barely, I can barely do blue. I mean, it's the armor what I need upgrades for. That's why I'm looking at all these to see if there's anything here. Nothing in that one. Okay. Well, we figured this place out. Which direction do we need to go from here? Yeah, we've done a lot. There's this whole area down here. We can find out what that one is. So let's do here. It's a nice relaxing day. I'm okay with this. Is there anything here? Okay. That's another one. I'm just gonna go check and see what that gold thing is. I mean, it's right there. Okay. Let's do it. Yeah, so I've got a 3-day weekend this week. Like I said, I'm going to be doing my live stream on Friday, Cube World. I'm going to try to shoot for noon, between noon and 2, throughout to do it. I'll do my best, obviously, and then probably go over on Twitch and do some more of Valhalla. I'm enjoying just goofing off doing that game. The VOD will make its way here. I think I'll do it Thursday here. And then I'm just going to do random games. So I did pick up, like I said earlier, I picked up a couple of new games for myself. I got I got another game by the developers that did Detroit and Heavy Rain. And it's got Elliot Page in it. I'm kind of excited about Willem Dafoe. It's an older game. I'm not going to put it on the channel. I've got it just to play for myself. Okay, there is a dude here. Yeah, we'll take this on. So I'm excited for that to play, and it was not expensive. I think we got like $10 for the game, and it just came out on PC this summer. So I'm like, yeah, that sounds like fun. You know, there's a lot of games that were on PlayStation that, you know, skipped my radar over the course of the last few years. You know, I've had a PlayStation 4, didn't have really a PlayStation 3. And I really wasn't into the PlayStation 4. Just, I don't know if I grab random titles here and there. I'm honestly just an Xbox dude. Have been for years. So it's like, Dreamcast before. Like even when, like years ago, even when like the PlayStation 1 was out, I was like into like N64, Dreamcast. Those were my jam. Didn't really care much for the PS1. Even I worked at a game store, and everyone was in there looking for it all the time. But for me, it was all about the sports games, right? And that's what it seemed to be at the initial, and I'm not into sports games at all. Everyone's into the hockey, and then for me, it was like, why would I get a console when the bloody PC looks so much better? Like, I never saw the PlayStation in a positive light. Even the PlayStation 2, I had that not too long after it came out, and it was like, meh. I had a modded PlayStation 1 that was given to me, and I think the only thing I played really religiously on it was like SmackDown, WWE SmackDown, because it was just funny, and did multiplayer with friends and stuff, and it was, that was good, multiplayer at home. There's no online. The first online game I think I did on consoles on Dreamcast was Phantasy Star Online. At least I think so. But I mean, I was playing a whole bunch of PC games online before that. But LAN games, man. Ooh, I miss LAN parties. Those were fun. But, I guess I shouldn't say I miss LAN parties. I mean, they were entertaining for sure. They were a pain in the ass to set up. I mean, nobody knows the pain of having to set up a LAN before Windows knew how to set up a network. Oh my God, they were a nightmare. And the video games were no better. Honestly, playing a lot of those old games, you had to configure all the ports. You had to configure your sound. You had to know how to work a computer. It wasn't plug and play. It was plug and pray. I mean, it was not simple. But always rewarding. Because, when you got, your A64, oh man, I tell you, Sound Blaster, that was the jam. Everyone, I don't know, what was it, A32, A16... They were the sound cards, and that was the thing. You put together a computer, you were putting in all the components. There was hardly anything on them. Like, it was literally, you put your CPU and your RAM on it, and then you would have a couple ports. There was a printer port, a serial port, and your PS2 port, which was for mouse, if you were lucky. And then you had a keyboard port, and depending on when it was either about the size of a quarter or size of a dime, dependingly. You know, it was like we didn't have USB keyboards. The PS2 port that you can see on some old like on some of the modern motherboards that you can get. Ooh, this is not going to be good. Like, I'm going to get wrecked. Yeah, this is no bueno. Yeah, this is. Why am I down here? I just had to take a look on the off chance that it was decent. But yeah, man. So like you'd put in like all your ports. Sometimes you had to put in your sound card, your modem, your network card, your video card. Sometimes you had to do a separate card for your game controller. You know, there's like, it was just port cards after cards after cards. And like when you built your new computer, like you were transporting stuff over all the time. Like I had a box full of all this random hardware all the time because it was like, you know, you'd make changes and like, nope, that's not working anymore. You have to go out and buy something new, and it was a constant struggle, and it was great. But yeah, I mean, like I didn't enjoy console gaming because I was like neck deep into playing on my PC. You know, and when it took so long to get a game to play on the PC, and you look at the console, and you kind of like, it's like that whole thing of PC Master Race. It's a real thing. I mean, and not today. No, there is no. It's difficult to get a game running, but. I will say this. We did not have day one patches. They had to release a game that worked, or they didn't release it at all. There was and hey, where the frig are you going? Like, really, where the hell were you going? There were some games that, like, I can't remember the name of it. Oh, it was a game. It was really popular, too. And they released it. Everything was fine until you went to uninstall it, and it deleted a Windows directory. It just fucked your computer. And so we had to get a patch for that game. But yeah, there weren't, like, we didn't have patches for games. And it took forever to install them. I remember Command & Conquer, when we were first installing that, they were having to put interactive little video type of things that were, like, generated by the game. So, like, Command & Conquer did a really good job of having, like, this interactive dialogue and stuff that was really fun. It made the install fun. The other one, to be honest, that was fun was the install for the original Fallout series. Like, I think I enjoyed the install for Fallout 1 better than I enjoyed the game, which was odd. But it was a delightful... I mean, I enjoyed Fallout. I mean, it was great. But yeah, I mean, because the install process was upwards of 10 minutes sometimes to install a game from... Like, you had your choice. Sometimes it was off of floppies, which was fun. Or eventually we ended up getting off a CD and then DVD. And that was, you know, you had to have... it was so weird. You would have, like, your CD-ROM would have, like, an X number. You know, it would be X16 or X12 or X32. And that was the speed. That was how many times faster than one times it would rotate. And like I remember, like how long it would take to install some things. There was a time I had a friend that had a computer store, and Windows 95, we had that on disk. And he had an old 386, and Windows was supposed to only get installed on a 486. And when I mean 386, it's not like that's how many gigahertz or anything. This was like a dirt slow computer. It took 8 hours to install Windows 95 on that machine, and you would hear the CD-ROM go and stop. And then you'd wait 10 minutes because it would have read the data, and it would take that long for it to take the data from the CD and transfer it over to the 386. And it would take, I think it was like a 15 to 20 minute startup time for that thing. Like, it was not good. Like, it was not meant to happen, but this is stuff we did. We're just, we're geeks, man. Like, we're just goofing and playing with technology. And it was fun, And, like, I do not miss the sound of a CD-ROM. Like, I hate, like, oh my God, they scared the hell out of you. Because they would get up to speed. And, like, you had to be careful when you even wrote on them in marker. Because you're always conscious of the fact that if you unbalance them at all, they would warble inside the tray when they were spinning. And, like, if you've got something that's running and doing, like, 50 times faster than a regular CD-ROM speed, like, you're thinking that it's just going to pop out and just become a guillotine type of thing, and like a whirling dervish, and just destroy everything in the home. And, like, there's always the horror stories that you would hear of, like, one of them shattering inside and just, like, plastic shards shooting out. And, I'm sure this was, again, before the internet, so a lot of that may have been folk tales and stuff, but there's some good memories attached to all that. I liked it. Yeah, and then it's funny, it's like I was really into computers for quite a while. Trying to think. Really into it in the 80s. And then, like, in the early 90s, I phased out of it. We got like a Nintendo. Like a Super Nintendo. No, was it? No, this is the regular Nintendo, the NES. And then I got the Super Nintendo when I came up to Canada. And I really wasn't getting into computers at that stage. I got back into them right before Windows 95. Windows 3.1 was still kind of a thing. It was like Windows 95 was being talked about, but we hadn't seen it yet. And then once Windows 95 came, then it was on, and I was into it for quite a period of time. Ooh, dang. Got the gloves. Yes. So, yeah, I was in Windows 95 for quite a while. And then... Windows 95. I was... Ooh, sorry. That, we're up to green. So, yeah, I was into PC games for a while. Up until... I guess when my son was born, maybe a year or two after that, I started working more and more. And I was on the laptop all the time. Didn't really have much time for gaming. And then... I moved back up to Canada, and so this is about 10 years ago. I started getting back into the thought of getting into like a main, I got into a desktop computer. And then wasn't really until I moved down to Florida again and started doing my YouTube that I actually got into like a desktop PC again and really started to, get my feet wet with the whole concept. And it's been nonstop ever since. And I'm just as addicted now as I ever was back in the day. I would say more so than when I was in high school. Like, I used to read like all the like computer magazines and programming magazines, and some of them, like, you would get code in the magazines, and you would spend hours coding it out of the back end of this magazine, and you're putting the code into your computer, and you go and execute it, and it'd be like a stupid advertisement for something. Like, it was literally garbage, but it was fun. It was something to do, and I was like dedicated to being a geek. Didn't care if I didn't fit in. And this is back in a time when being a geek was a stigma that you didn't want to have attached to yourself. Being a nerd was not cool. Gaming wasn't something people were ever excited about. I don't know how many times I was told that I was wasting my life playing video games. Video games are going to amount to nothing. They're just a flash in the pan. They're never going to do anything. If you keep playing video games, you're going to rot your brain. Blah, 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 blah. None of that ever happened. Well, my brain did rot a little bit, but not because of video games. I blame girlfriends. No, teasing. Nothing like that happens. Like, I would say serious drugs might rot your brain. Video games, I don't think so. I think MTV was more prone to rotting my brain than N64. But anyway, god damn, I've rambled. Haven't accomplished. We've got Golden Gloves. Is that good? Does that count? Does that count as an episode? I think so. I think we're good. Oh, man, this was fun. I love going down memory lane here. See, look, no ranting. I did it. Good memories. This is what I need to do. I need to start focusing on the positive things and the good memories in life. I got a lot of stuff that I've done and happy about and proud of, and there's a lot of stories that I could share and tell, and that's what I think I need to do. Anyway, I will see you guys on Friday on our live stream, so bookmark it. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, go ahead, feel free, or watch me on Twitch. We'll be over there too. Saturday, we'll be doing a live stream DJ set on Saturday evening, but anyway, I've rambled on enough. I'll see you guys soon. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
This is a song for